Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now off to the races down the right side. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They start the drive with Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, a run with Evans. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Running right, this is Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Murray. And a catch right side by Evans. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Cardinals hit 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw again on second down, Murray.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Evans looking for space.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Murray going to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Darrington Evans, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott.
Catch is made by Carson going across the field.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. That one covers 29 yards. First down. These two teams all tied after one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Elliott once more. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. They'll run on first down with Evans. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
60 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
They'll go right back to Evans here on first down.
And he stopped immediately there.
Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board instead.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
This is taken at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Another run with McAllister. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
47.
Prescott fighting through pressure. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now. And his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Kill.
1st down, Prescott.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything good. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A give running left, McAllister. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now Prescott. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Inside give to Elliott. And a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A give running right is Evans.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Murray. Man open left side is Brown.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Evans.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
First down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Murray now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Evans running behind center. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll flip this out to Evans.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Throwing again, Murray. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
These guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll run for it with Evans.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Murray going to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
McCann's got it teed up. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Evans. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Evans running straight ahead.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Murray
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Murray's got to have this one. Oh, no, he lost the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Murray.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. A handoff to McAllister. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray, one final try. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this was a very close ball game at half.